Hey everybody, it's Who's Your Anime? With your host Stephen Collin. And
Hello.
not Mario.
No, it never was.
Never was Mario. Oh, was it?
Always was.
Always was? You're Mario and I'm Luigi?
That's the meme, right?
Maybe. The meme that's in my head is about Kenya.
That's right. You did send me a video earlier on saying every time Kenya, one of Satoru's friends, is on screen, it's called Kenya, you sing the Kenya song, which is How You See Lions.
Yeah. That's where you see lions only in Kenya.
Kenya.
Some country.
Weeble and Bob.
Weeble and Bob, man. Those were the days.
Definitely a product of the time. That's for sure.
Well,
I enjoyed Magical Trevor a great deal.
Trevor. Which one's Magical Trevor again?
Okay, I'm going to do this, right? Everyone loves Magical Trevor, the tricks that he does are ever so clever.
Yeah.
Look now, disappearing a cow. Where is the cow? Hidden right now. Taking a bow, it's Magical Trevor. And then it's something, look at him now with his leathery whip. It's been magic. And with a little flick, yeah, the cow is back. And that's pretty much the whole song.
Yeah, I remember it now, yeah.
Yep.
I remember it now.
I used to watch that quite a lot. That and Mr. Stabby.
Mr. Stabby?
Yeah, the theme song used to go, Mr. Stabby, do 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 boop boop. And he just used to like, this is where he goes to, and you see him walking into a swimming pool, and then like hearing all the splashing noises and the screaming and having fun, and then then he walks past a sign that gives the rules of the pool, like no diving, no running, stuff like that, and he the sound of fun turns into like screaming and horror, and then he just leaves the pool, and then the lifeguard comes out looking really angry, and adds to the sign, no drowning puppies.
Oh man,
yeah. Weebls Stuff was great.
I don't know. Certainly, I think I saw Catface.
Catface with the something of that, the face of a cat.
Yeah. And he's just a big hat, a big face cat, and it just floats through the air.
That's right.
Catface.
I'd forgotten about Catface. It's like llamas with hats. It's not Weeble and Bob, but I like llamas with hats.
Yeah, that went places.
It really did. Like, it just consistently jumped the shark.
Yeah.
In ways that inconceivably jumped the shark. Anyway.
Oh, what was his name?
His tummy had the rumblies.
Oh, his tummy
had. His name was Carl.
Carl. I think
Why are there two dead bodies in the cupboard, Carl? That was basically the premise.
I'm not living with you anymore, Carl.
Yeah, then he like created a machine that ran on orphan meat. And then like the balloons
like the Emperor
had the faces of the orphans. It was just like the skin floating around. And he's like, this is just a nightmarish hellscape. What have you done?
Yeah.
It's a weird show.
Oh, it is pretty weird. It's almost as weird as Charlie the Unicorn.
I never liked Charlie that much. It's never vibed with me.
Never vibed with you that much. Anyway, that's
so yeah, we're here to that's a whole other topic. I'm not going to say it's a whole other podcast because I don't think I could cope.
Once again, Larry, that's something you should probably erase because especially
the first couple of minutes.
Llamas with hats. That's something you should just erase from your memory altogether. It's disturbing.
I think maybe there is a podcast of this later on that's basically us talking about old webtoons, which would be horrific. So yeah, last week we were talking about episodes 5 and 6. Today we're talking about episodes 7 and 8. The first of our episodes is out of control, we continue our coverage of the anime Erased. Last week, we saw Satoru being escorted away by the police while... what's her name?
Ari?
Ari is just watching on helplessly, apologetic because the police followed her there when she said nobody followed her. And then he catches a glimpse of someone that definitely doesn't look like his teacher from the flashbacks.
Not his teacher.
Just standing there.
Mm-hmm. Not the teacher.
No. But yeah, definitely looks like the teacher.
Is it the teacher? Who knows?
It looks like him.
Let's...
I've never liked him. I'm on record. You can go back to the other episodes.
Never liked him.
No, ever since he was like, yeah, I tried to stop that child abuse, but, you know.
Can't do much about it.
Yeah, it's like, I tried, and then they didn't do anything, so I guess that's happening.
That's still happening. Anyway, or is it?
Yeah. Or is it? Yeah. So, I'm trying to remember how this actually kicks off now.
No, so he's getting taken back.
Oh yeah,
there's a flashback of that bit.
Yeah,
and then he sees the guy, and then just starts screaming, "Go back!" And everyone's just looking at him like, "What?"
It's very reminiscent of Daniel in Transformers the movie, just going transform. And you're just shouting the thing does not will it into existence, Daniel.
But in this case, it does.
Yeah, actually, so it does for Daniel. It does. I'm missing a trick here.
I mean, you don't watch like Power Rangers and pretty much any like anime show where they shout the special moves.
That is true.
Whereas
I love to shout the moves.
Is it maybe Western cartoons and that make the trope of like you don't need to do that?
Yeah. The Western trope of Eastern animation I always hear of is when they go, because like they were having to add in additional noise to make it like for the dubbing, so that it seemed like the mouth movements were correct. So they added in a lot of hemming and hawing.
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, you're right. He then transports himself back to the past, where he sees him return to his childhood form of 10-year-old on February 28th, 1988.
In the museum.
Looking
at a grizzly claw.
Yes.
And then Kayo is there.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Oh, thanks. I'm glad I had the courage to come out." And he's like, "Oh, you're welcome." And then all our friends meet up and like,
yep, as usual.
Yep. And then I think that ends to the credits. This is all for the credits. And then
we're in school.
No, they're walking. I think they're walking out of the museum, and Kenya.
Really?
Kenya is as it says, "Oh, by the way, can I get that book back that I lent you?"
Oh yeah, he's like, "Oh, I haven't read it yet." I will though.
Yeah. All right. He's like, "A book from 18 years ago? No chance I remember that." And then so that was successful. And then they go the next day at school, and Kenya then goes, "Oh yeah, about that book." Or Satoru goes to them, "Oh yeah, I couldn't find the book, by the way." And Kenya was like, "It's all right. It was all a ruse. Can I speak to you outside in the hallway?"
What a clever ruse.
Ruse.
That book didn't exist.
Yeah, didn't exist. So then they talk, and basically Kenya's like, "Who the hell are you? You're not Satoru. You're someone else, or another personality hosting the same body."
Yeah, he's very astute, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're not the moron I knew. Something's going on.
pretty much. And Satoru then says, "Oh no, but I'm a superhero," and he's like, "Well, that's a very Satoru thing to say." So
Yeah, so I guess it is you.
guess it is you.
And they do go on to talk about how Kenya obviously talks about Kayo's situation, implying that he had also known about it for some time, but hadn't had the courage to really do anything about it. So he found it quite admirable that he had stood up for her the way he had.
Yeah. And then so they kind of agree to help each other out. It comes
Holmes and Watson.
Yeah, it comes the sidekick.
Yeah.
Sidekick, not psychic.
No, I mean, he could be.
I mean,
I have my suspicions about Kenya as well, to be clear.
Yeah?
I don't know. I don't trust him.
You don't trust Kenya?
No.
But where do the lions come from? And tigers.
Valid, but
And tigers.
I don't think tigers come from Kenya.
The song says they do.
Maybe a mistake.
I think that is a mistake.
But yeah, they agree to join forces and to do everything within their power to make sure that Kayo is okay. As I think he does kind of alludes that he is worried about the outcome that he believes will be happening. Like something's going to happen and it needs to stop. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah, Satoru, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yep. So,
they return to class.
I think they do.
And
And
they're late. And then get told to stand outside with the buckets.
The heavy buckets.
Of water. Yeah, classic late tardiness punishment in Japan, I think.
Yeah, I had to do that a lot.
Did you have to do it?
No.
I mean, you were in front of
I wasn't. I'm not. I wasn't. And I didn't. And I wasn't late. Like, it was really difficult to be late for primary school when my parents would throw me out of the house and into school. So,
yeah, it was quite easy for me to be late.
I'm going to say historically, it might be something that was quite easy for you.
I mean, actually, I was probably not that late. I don't think I've ever actually been like late because I always managed to join the line and go to class. Yeah. Tardiness didn't come until secondary, when it sets in to your life.
Yeah, when it starts to impact your life in general. Yeah.
Well, I mean, registration class was a load of bollocks anyway.
Sure.
Nothing happened in registration class.
No, I just sat there for 10 minutes and then went to school.
Yeah, went to class. So
yeah,
what's it? Missing 5 to 10 minutes of that?
They ticked a box that said I was there.
Yeah. Anyway.
They could replace that with like a QR code or an RF tag these days. So.
Yeah. I mean, it is all digital now. As long as it works. Yeah, it's all.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's all on the system.
Is it RFIDs?
No. It's like teacher tick the box on the system.
Oh, okay. So they're still relying on teachers. I was hoping we'd get to the point where then I could start to think about, how could I game this system?
How can I chip my son so he can, whenever he walks by the building?
So is that he can go to school without going to school? No, he should go to school.
Yeah.
Just for a little while.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that's happened. They do that. And then I think it's the end of school, and he goes, "All right, can you guys go to the child placey? And I'm going to go somewhere else." And he goes to speak to Yuki.
He does.
And starts questioning about his dad. Where's his dad's bedroom and stuff like that. Trying to make him not the fall guy.
Yep.
And then he gets all the information, comes back, joins them. They're in the gym because, oh yeah, of course, you can't play Othello with 3 people.
Sure. I'll take your word on that.
It's a 2-person game. It's like chess.
Oh, yeah, it's the black and white pieces, right?
Yeah. Well, you flip them over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So they're playing in the gym.
Did we discuss this the last time? It's also called Reversey?
Yes.
Yes, we did. Okay.
I was going to say something else. Not related to the anime. But I don't need to say that anymore at the moment because
Okay.
it's not relevant.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think basically this is sort of the lead up to, as we kind of said, the party. Because the party is the kind of tipping point, it seems, or at least the first of the major events that need to go well in order for reality to change. As we mentioned the last time, like, things have changed because she didn't die at 10, she died at 11. So, like, despite the fact she still died, he altered the past enough to make her older at the time. So he is confident that things can change in a more significant and more positive way.
Yeah. So I think it does. It does that. Goes to the gym, and then he goes, okay. The first is I've changed it already, but second is now the X date, uh, which is the birthdays, and I think is there something happened, but the flash forwards to like the party poppers going off.
It does, yeah, because then we have him abandoning ship now to go and cause a ruckus at Yuki's.
Yeah. He basically smashes the window and says, "I'll kill you."
Yep.
And slash the tires.
So, yeah, and basically the police arrive, and that kind of gives him an alibi and a bit takes the heat off from the circumstances of him being the one that is guilty in this scenario, as he already believes he is absolutely not. So, yeah, that works out well.
Yep. And then as he's going back home, he sees the mother.
Well, he's not going back home. I'm pretty sure he's going hunting.
Hunting. Maybe. Well,
he is looking for her.
Do you think?
Oh, 100%.
I don't know. I thought he was just kind of heading home, and she's there on the other side of the road. And he's like, "Oh,
no, he's gone full on psychopath."
Yeah. So she's like climbing up a bridge.
This is Akemi, of course. This is Kayo's mum.
Yeah. So she's climbing up the bridge, and she's going down the stairs, and he's reaching out to push her because I just need to get rid of you, and then Kenya, not Norway,
he comes to the rescue. No,
Kenya
comes to the rescue.
Yeah,
and is like, "Hey, maybe don't commit a crime. You know, like, you're better than this."
Yeah.
And
then. So then...
Well, they decide at that point that there is another way without dealing with her, and basically the course of action that they arrive at is like, well, we just need to keep them apart. So what do we do?
Yeah. So and then Kenny was like, we're going to cause some trouble. So that's fine. Gotta do this.
It's important to the mission.
Yep.
So that they're superheroes.
Yeah. And then he returns to the party. I don't think Kenyon does.
No, he does not.
And he's like, right, I'll take Kayo home then. As he did. And then he goes, yo, you want to do this? And she's like, alright.
Yep. And this being, don't go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to, in air quotes, abduct you.
Yeah. So that's some of those, like, don't remember if it's actually ever mentioned to her as such.
Like the abduction part?
Yeah. Just like, I've got a plan to help you.
Yeah, I think he heavily hints at it. He's like, do you want to come with me rather than going home? And she's like, yeah, okay. I think she knows fine well what's about to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they find an abandoned bus.
Yeah,
for the
it
other
seems to
high
be
school,
like
the school.
used by some of the school in the mornings or something like that for some other reason. Like, so they have to not be there in the morning.
Mm. Yeah, it's Saki's. It's like used as a store or something.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
So they go there and quit it out so that she can stay there for a few days.
Yep. She's got like a wee heater and some entertainment, like books and things, and
Yeah,
they've curtained it off like her section of the bus.
yeah, not suspicious at
So yeah.
all.
No, no, no. No one that went on that bus would know anything had
Yeah,
ever happened.
apparently.
And yeah, they do that over a couple of nights, I think, right?
3 to 4 days. Yeah,
But on the so obviously the party was
the second.
on the 2nd of March,
Mm-hmm.
and now she's staying in the bus overnight on the 2nd of March, and then on the second night, Kayo hears something outside the bus.
It's the second night.
I think it is the second night.
Yeah, because they're coming and going. Oh no,
Yeah,
no.
they're back in. Is it the second night? Maybe the third night?
I think it's the third night because there's timestamps in it where like he's like comes back to his mom after the party. He's like, yeah, we did this and that type thing. Because she was
Yeah.
like, what you been doing? And it's like, oh, I did this and that. All right, here's some sandwiches. It was this dinner. It's like this is dinner.
Yep.
All
That's
right,
right.
and then he goes, right, well, you can go to bed now. I'm going to get up early anyway, so.
Yeah.
Then they go to bed, and then he sneaks out like at midnight to go and see her. How's she doing? And then Kenya comes in and sees him with her wrapped in a blanket to her.
Yeah. This is not what it looks like.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, okay, need to leave. And they leave, they go to school, and then the next night he does the same, but
Yeah.
his mom's cooking him food.
She gives him food because he's leaving so early and has breakfast then, so she gives him something else to supplement his like breakfast lunch.
Yeah. Well, that's what she claims to him anyway.
Yeah, she already knows what's going on here. She's yokai.
She's the yokai. Yeah, well, yeah, it gets eerie in later this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Next episode, I think.
Next episode, yeah.
Yeah, next episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then it goes. So they go back, and they bring Hayumi. Himuro?
Other friend.
Other friend who gets adopted.
Yes,
She gets drawn in, and they're playing cars on the bus.
that's right.
They're talking about how to get away with it. Says, "Oh, Satoru says I'll take full responsibility for this," and then Kayo says, "Why don't you say I just like did it myself?" And then
Sure.
your guy's scot free, and it's like, wow. And then she goes, "I win. Go fish."
Yep.
Or old
Aha!
maid, Scabby Queen.
Scabby Queen. Jeez.
Scabby Queen.
But then, of course, they all leave her for the evening.
Yeah.
And is it in the middle of the night?
Yeah, it's in the middle of the night. Someone appears, but we just want to go back to the breakfast thing. So he gives that to the Kayo, and there's a note saying, "This is all my son's favorite food."
Yeah.
Right. Oh well.
You're right. It's like, yep. It's like, yep. You don't need to refer to your son like that in a note. So something's definitely been noticed here.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was in the middle of the night because she's asleep. And then wakes up.
She's
and goes,
asleep.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that Satoru? And it's like, no.
Luckily, her camp light was out, so there was no additional light coming from inside the bus, because that would have obviously been a dead giveaway.
Yeah. Yeah. What was?
But someone walks through the snow up to the bus, into it, and then gets very angry.
Yeah.
And starts kicking stuff.
kicks the box with his big foot.
Yep.
Uh,
Um.
and then walks away. And then that's it.
Yep.
End of the episode.
She watches him leave.
Yeah.
She sticks her head through she peers through the curtains, sees him leave. And yeah, that's the end of the episode.
Yep.
Wild.
Getting there, man. Getting exciting.
Yeah, definitely getting there. How are you feeling about this one then?
It's pretty good. It's there. Brought it back.
Yeah.
Back to the past.
Yep.
Oh, hang on. There's... Ori!
Gotta go back to the future.
Gotta go back. Where am I? Dog?
It's your kids, Marty.
It's your kids. Oh, I just remember playing the mini game where the animations of the cutscene, it was just like the jaw moving up and down like puppets, and it just continued doing it regardless of what the text was saying.
And the noise would go.
No noise. It's just kind of
just movement.
Just movement.
That's how I remember characters talking to each other in the Spectrum days.
Yeah. No, not that advanced in that mini game. Anyway, so there you go. That's it. I don't know. Subin, enjoyed it.
I think so. I agree. It's not as strong as the other episodes, but it's leading somewhere, so I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Which of course does leave us on to episode 8, titled Spiral.
Spiral.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do we see? Do we see? This is at the start of this episode, we kind of return to her looking at the person leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes out and sees that they've left a bag.
The rucksack, yeah.
The rucksack, and he's, put his foot into a cardboard box for some reason.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, oh, that's not good.
Very upset.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, I think we missed some bits in last episode because the teacher pulls Satoru aside because they obviously know that he's missing, and the schools might be trying to contact the parent, say, where is she?
Yeah, do you know anything about this?
And
no.
And he's
definitely not.
Yeah. And he's involved social services essentially. And
he's re-engaged the conversation with them.
And did they go to the house at this point? Yeah.
I think that's this one.
No.
Yeah, because
I think
it's this one.
No.
Yeah.
No, because maybe
the next day after the bus incident, because it's been 3 days at that point, and that's a critical thing in the conversation, where it's like she hasn't reported her child missing in 3 days. That's bad.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
We should talk to her about that.
Maybe it is this one.
And it's he goes to basically with the, what is it? It says here the Child Consultation Center to investigate Kayo's house. And there's nobody there because the mother has heard that someone was outside and decided to leave. This is the bit where they kind of go inside, though, isn't it?
Yeah, because they don't know that she's. Oh, I think they assume that she has, but then he goes inside. The teacher goes inside. And has
he says he's like, "Oh, I accept full responsibility."
Yeah.
If this comes back, which it doesn't. But basically, yeah, he's like, I think his idea is that they want a welfare check on to see if she's actually there as well. Like she's just being held in her property, which she's not. And of course, the mother has escaped somewhere. But I think he points out, like, oh, she's been here. Like, there's hot food and stuff flying all over the place.
Yeah. Stove's left on.
Yep.
Meals interrupted.
Yep.
Yeah. No quote for Kayo. Yeah.
No.
It's gone.
Just gone.
And then they go. And then, because there's a bit, So then it goes back to the bus in the morning, I think.
It does, because then she tells them about what happened.
Well, no. So there's a weird bit because it happens, and then Satoru appears, and it says, "Oh, I'm sorry for like doing this for you. Oh, you should get a TV or something." And then
Yeah.
she goes, "Oh no, it's fine. What's her name? That's provided me with a lot of
Oh,
books."
she left me some books. That's
Yeah,
right.
and then that's it. That's the end of the conversation. And he goes, and then he's walking. He's walking away from there because he's like, so one next victims is from this high school. Got to kind of work this back, and then he walks by Anna. Is her name?
I don't know, man.
No, hardly you do.
No, I do if their name is mentioned in the synopsis,
That's not alright.
and it's not.
Okay, well, it's like a major part of this episode, but
Yeah, go on.
or next episode. Anyway, so he walks by that, and they like kind of pass each other in the street, but don't either know it's her, and she has no clue what's going on anyway.
Is that when they're crossing the street crossing?
Yeah, because he's a bit late. He's like, oh shit, these kids
That's
are going
right.
to come to school. I'm going to be super late.
Yeah, and he passes the third kid.
Yeah. So that brings her into the story. And then, so he goes there. Social services visit the house. And then they come back. And Kyle's like,
With
oh,
everybody.
yeah. Kyle's then says, oh, yeah, there was someone here last night, by the way.
So, what the fuck?
I mean, and he's left this bag.
And his footprint.
And this footprint in this box. I don't know how they didn't see it when they came into the bus.
Yeah. Why did he leave his footprint in the box? Because he was angry, and you felt that was not a good reason to tell me.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I think they were like, I think, we probably should get out of here because there's a stranger here. And then look in the bag, and it's full of like, kidnapping tools, like tape.
What? As well as I think those are all the things that were used to say that Yuki did it.
Yeah, it had the rubber boots and stuff like
Yep.
that. Pretty much everything to frame Yuki. So they go, oh, right, well, maybe we should get out of here. And then
Yes.
Kayo's like, what's your plan B, Satoru? And it's like, I got one. And then they go back to his place.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially goes, hey, Mom. I said, where you been? It's like, oh, I've been
out.
out. I thought, hi, and then they all go hi, and it's like, oh. And it says, well, that's what I did because I didn't abandon her, I think, because there was a statement
Yep.
a few episodes ago about you better not abandon her or something.
That's right.
Yep. And then the mother raises a hand, and Kayo instinctively flinches as she gets patted on the head rather than hit. And then they all come inside, and she's made curry.
That's great. It's good curry.
Good curry. And then they all leave, and Kyle stays with them.
Then it gets uncomfortable.
Gets uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, you need a bath. Come on, you can have a bath with me, a woman you don't know.
I mean, she was struggling to go and have a bath on her own, it seems.
And then we'll be naked together and tickle.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a bit.
I'm just saying.
I suppose that's kind of a motherly thing, right?
Yes, but no, it's not her mother.
No.
She doesn't know her.
I know.
I don't know. It seems weird to me.
Obviously.
Well, if I think about it, it's like, oh yeah, like one of my kids was just at a parent's house that I didn't know and just had a bath with them. I'd be a bit, what the fuck?
Nah, but this just seems to be a thing that's over there.
Right.
Pretty much every anime.
Yeah,
To share
I
bath.
guess. Well, I mean, yeah, even in Totoro.
Yeah. It's just a cultural thing.
But again, dad and two daughters, not girl and random woman.
But then you got the communal baths.
You do. I don't know. It's weird. I'm sorry. It's weird.
I mean, yeah, the tickling was a bit too far.
It's a lot. But that being said, she's very happy. She's washed. She's warm. She's comfortable. She's now lying in a mattress with two other people.
Oh yeah, this is the bit where she calls her Ikai because
Yokai.
she preempted buying pajamas for this girl.
That's right. Yokai.
Yokai. So wait, yeah, I bought them because I figured this would happen. Oh,
Yeah.
and I made this curry because I figured there's going to be a lot of people.
Yokai.
Yokai.
But yeah, you're right. I
Then,
think one of the other things is kind of important to say as well is that Satoru realizes that he's still caught in this loop. When he sees those abduction materials, he realizes that he's like, oh, we're not out of this. I'm still in it. It's still happening.
mm-hmm.
So his theory, I suppose, at that point is that she's still in danger because,
Yeah.
well, you know, how can she be safe if that's still happening?
Yeah. I mean, that's the way to look at it. So, but he's brought back here and he's having a safe.
Yeah.
They
They sleep.
sleep. Well, there's a bit more awkwardness there.
Correct.
There's where the mother goes, am I getting you? Why do I feel like I'm in the way here? Am I in the way here? And he goes, yes. And then she beats him up.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think does she not also say no?
Oh, she
I think
says
that's happened like
She says, of course
that's
not.
happened a couple of times. Yeah, of course not. Yes.
Yeah, did I say that loud? Bonk.
Oh, yeah. He said the quiet part loud again.
Yeah.
And then they
and the loud part
they wake
quiet.
up in the morning. What was that? Yeah, the loud part quiet. But they wake up in the morning. Kayo gets a cooked breakfast for the first time ever.
It seems that way, yeah.
She kind of breaks down into tears because it's like she realizes how difficult her life has been. And even though Satoru and his mum don't have everything, they're happy and they look after each other. And it's this sort of glimpse into a life that she could have been having but never did.
Yeah. Oh, the night before when they had the curry, she says, right, okay, now I got to deal with something else. And I not mean the dishes, by the way. And she goes and calls the teacher, who has a hamster wheel in his office.
Yeah.
But no hamster.
No hamster.
I wonder what happened to the hamster.
Suspicious, man.
Suspicious. I mean, I don't think he's that way with hamsters, like, but...
He murders hamsters as well. That's how it started.
Oh, he's Mr. Stabby.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think the episode ends with, like, you know, they've had this breakfast. We have our emotional moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, oh, time to go and see your mum. And head to the house.
Yeah, well, because that's what part of the conversation with the teacher was.
The teacher was,
because
it's time.
Can I trouble you? Can you do this for me? At 7 o'clock. Okay. So, she goes to the door, knocks on the door, and as the mother's like destroying her room in a fit of rage. It's Kyle's mother.
Akemi. Yeah.
Akemi, yeah. Is destroying the room in a fit of rage. And then oh yeah, I'm home, Mom. It's like, where you been? And she's about to wallop her for doing this. And then Satoru and his mother steps forward and goes, ta!
Ta-da.
And then like,
Sup?
yeah, and it's like, you! I'm going to sue you because you obviously adopted my kid. How dare you?
Making me look bad here.
Yeah, and then I think the mother comes out and goes, well, did you go and look for her? And
Yep.
it's like, how dare you? And she picks up like a show snubble or something
As she does, yep.
and swings it.
But Kayo takes her, does a bit of a tackle on Akemi, her mum, and Satoru is like trying to protect his mum, and
Yanks it back a bit,
yep.
but she still.
Although I think that's the start of the next episode, actually.
No, it's the end of this one. It's the end of this one because
Definitely.
Yeah. And she gets.
So I don't think we see the. Essentially, what this is leading to is we're going to see some stuff happening. But yeah, like
yeah, it cuts at this point. So it's like she gets bloodied, and then it ends there.
Yep, she made her bleed her own blood.
What?
I don't know. It's a Simpsons quote.
She made her bleed her own blood.
You made me bleed my own blood.
What?
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
And that's the end of the episode.
It's the end of the episode.
Episode 8, Spiral. How do we feel about this one then, Colin?
Well, it's spiraling out of control. Or
Sure is.
Or is it spiraling into control?
I don't think anything has ever spiraled into control.
Is it not like, you don't think when you pull the plug in the bath and then the water spirals down into the plug hole, that's not spiraling into control? Because
I mean, it's spiraling under control, but I don't know that it's in control.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Maybe it is.
Anyway,
Maybe it is.
We're not talking about the game either, control.
No, we're not.
Because that spirals out of control, right?
Or the Simpsons episode where they flush the toilet and it's draining clockwise.
Oh, yeah, and he phones up Australia.
Tobias.
Yeah.
The fixtures, they're draining clockwise, sir.
What's that?
That's what the kid says. It's exactly like that. And he goes, draining? Oh, I don't care about that anymore.
That wasn't Aussie. That was like some weird Irish accent.
I'm just saying that's how it sounds.
These voice actors. Anyway, that's also one with about the beer and the coffee.
Beer?
Coffee?
B-E-C. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
Anyway, go and watch Bart versus Australia. It's a good episode.
It was. Right. Yeah, this episode is good.
Yes.
Getting some conclusions here.
Yep.
You feel like it's almost the end of the saga of Kayo.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got good moments in it. To find all the murderer's tools. It's like halfway through a murder mystery now.
It's definitely like ramping up to its conclusion.
It's, I'll give it a 7 still. Maybe an 8.
I think it's a 7 still. I think it's good, but I feel like we're going places and it's going to get better. So
then it's just gonna go.
I'll hold from there. Well, we've done it. We've talked about our episodes, and everyone has listened to yet another episode of Who's That Anime, a podcast entirely about anime and definitely nothing more. Please pay no attention to the first couple of minutes or the other random segues. We can be found where all good podcasts can be found. Our home is at anchor.fm/Who's That Anime. If you like what it is we do, leaving a review is a great way to celebrate that. We don't have any adverts or any funding for the show. We just kind of like to talk about anime. So if you want to leave a review, that would be great. If you can't or already have left a review, then another great way to support us is just to tell a friend that you think might like the show too, and we can enjoy that. They can enjoy time with us. We also have a Facebook page. That's facebook.com/who's that anime, where we post the latest episode releases and the occasional anime meme. We have a Discord channel that has a link in the show notes. We also have a YouTube, where Colin painstakingly puts together the video versions of these episodes. We also have recently, I say recently, not all that recently, within the last couple of months, added our RSS feed for the podcast to YouTube. It seems like people quite like to listen to it there, so maybe that's a place you can tell people to find us. You can do that by going to youtube.com and searching for @Who's That Anime. Colin and I occasionally like to play video games. That seems like something we'll probably try to do later at some point this year. You also are on twitch.tv/couchfuel. And I am at twitch.tv/hailpayman. You can find an archive of hundreds of hours of content, certainly in your case anyway, by going to youtube.com and searching for @couchfuel. And there's a few archives of episodes from mine. You can search for those again on youtube.com by searching for @hailpayman. That's me, and that's us.
Yeah.
Are we done?
That's us. Done. Done again for another episode. That's like the Renegade Master.
Back once again.
Back once again, like Renegade Master.
Is that Fatboy Slim?
I don't think it was. Maybe it was.
Back once again for the Renegade Master is Fatboy Slim.
Yeah, which one's that?
I don't know. Fatboy Slim.
Well,
What's his name? What's his name?
His
name is
Norman.
Norman
Bates.
No. No. Fatboy Slim. Norman Cook.
Yeah.
Norman Cook.
I think
Norman Cook.
Is he still? He and Zoe Ball split up.
Yep. That was a while ago, though, right?
Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah.
8 years ago.
Wow, that's not that long ago. I thought it was longer.
Yeah, there you
go.
Anyway, we've done it.
Yeah. Done another episode here on Who's That Anime. We'll catch you same anime time, same anime place. Same. We'll see you next day.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.